So, first of all, we are HUASIPUNGO, from New York, and
Are you gonna record?
first we wanna thank
La manzana grande.
la manzana grande, la manzana podrida. Lo primero, we wanna thank the people who are involved in keeping the space here nice and open and cooking the food and all that, because we can come here and play. And the people who bothered to put the show together for us and did the flyers and everything else. And I was gonna apologize to the first band because we missed them. Do you guys know why we missed them? We played San Francisco yesterday, and there is this band from New York called Chucking Victim, who are una partida de cabrones, eh? And they are junkies. They use a lot of drugs and they get really fucked up and we were happy to get rid of them from New York. We're like there to say we're leaving New York. We're like only to meet them again in San Francisco on tour. And we just told them, listen, we don't have anything to do with you. We don't want to be around you. You guys are just a mess, you know. And they wanted to borrow our equipment to play a show because they don't have equipment, they don't have anything. They're just usually like opportunist parasites. And
they do actually have it, they just don't fucking carry it.
yeah, it's too much work. They want to worship the gutter, you know. And then they decided to take revenge on us. I guess they took it personally, and they put screws. They took screws and they put them on our tires, and they filled one of our gas tanks with sugar. And so I was driving away.
That was the original.
And so we were driving away, and I was drove around, and I heard something like, I was like, what the fuck? So I get off and I look I thought it was a stone in the tire. And I checked the tire and I found the screws, and I checked the other tire and there's more screws. I'm like, fuck. ¿Será que lo puedes poner ahí? En aquel? ¿Será que alcanza? Échalo para acá ese.
Yeah.
No, pues no es para acá.
Oh shit.
Mike, do you need yours to be ground yet? No. Can you turn it off and plug up that other extension?
Well, he's got to just trade, video trade. That's all you can do.
That's what I'm looking at. I think it's all being used.
So we pull over, and unfortunately about half a block away, there was a tire repair place, and we pull over there, and we're going, oh, what's our gas cap, like, kind of off? Let's shut it off. And we shut it off, and like all the sugar came pouring down. And but one of those things that we had it, I was driving, and I had it on we have two tanks, and I had it on the tank that didn't have sugar, so the engine didn't get fucked up. And a couple of us were like really pissed off. It's like, oh, let's go get them, you know, because they're probably down the street where they sell heroin or dust or whatever they have that, like, you know, let's go fuck with them. And you know, we talked about it and we decided not to. And today we went to the tire shop, we fixed the tires, $40, you know, they put patches and all that. Then we went to the mechanic, he took the tank off, washed it off, flushed it, the whole thing, put it back on, $250. So just being on tour and all expenses and all that shit, so we were out like $300. And then, you know, I decided that go looking for them and beat them up or some shit like that wasn't worth it, because, you know, it's just stupid violence, and it made us feel good, mind you. But the best revenge was making it here, because then they weren't gonna get to us. Fuck them, we're here.
Persevere.
Insanity, more like.
We'll get them the next time. That's right. We'll get them when they're fucking
It's also
sorry asses
about-
show back up in New York.
These people also go on about how political they are and how you know, how they're against the state.
How sympathetic with the oppressed masses they are, and how they believe in class war.
freeing the land. And
Why they squat?
unlike, instead of putting screws in the tires of, cop cars or whatever, or putting sugar in the gas
Not
tanks
that,
of
not that we
INS
endorse such illegal
deportation vans,
activities.
they're doing it to other poor punk rock bands like ourselves.
But anyway, that's the story, that's all. No need to talk more about it. And
Let's rock.
it's been a good tour. If you get a chance to see people like Behead the Prophet, No Lord Shall Live, see them.
Yeah.
And incredible. They're so amazing. Submission Hall from Canada.
Yes.
Me sentí así chiquito al lado de ellos. It was amazing. Amazing.
Tengo que poner la guitarra primero. I also would personally like to thank Kara for being helping us out, and helping me out, and being very understanding.
All right.
Ya casi.
Stay the fuck away. Let's go.
Oh yeah. And this year estábamos supuestos to ir a Mexico. We're supposed to go down to Mexico, and once again the INS stuck it to me, and I was supposed to go for my green card, and they say yeah right, and so once again, the immigration, I went there after 2.5 years. They lost my file twice. I had to refile everything. I went back there because I was arrested when I jumped the border about 12 years ago, and then I went back for my green card, and they said no problem, no problem. I wrote the State Department. You know how you have to ask for a pardon if you ever get arrested, and I wrote to them, and they said that I didn't even need one. Everything was cool. Go get your green card. Showed up, and actually the woman who was reviewing my case, she was really nice, because I brought a file like this big. I was really nervous. I was like, how people like walking, I'm doing it through marriage to an American citizen. So you know how they bring like a little file with like pictures and all that? Mine was about this big, a little bigger, and we had to bring a hand truck, man, because we were like really scared. And I put the whole thing there, and she looks at it and she goes, I'm not even gonna look at it, you're cool. But then she looked at it and she goes, oh, you still have that case pending from 12 years ago. And, now they say I have to go reopen my case down there, and 2.5 months was supposed to take. It's been 2.5 years, and we expect another year. So can go to Mexico again this year and tour down there. So if you know people who want us to go down there, just tell them we want to, but
Next year.
Después de todo.
perdido.
Estás perdido. La siguiente canción se llama Me Bastan Mis Piernas. My legs are enough because I hate cars and I love bikes.
Bikes rule.
Bicycles. Bicicletas. Dale. ¿Ya?
Everybody hear everything okay?
Yeah.
Hear everything? Make sense?
Yeah, it's past midnight.
Me bastan mis piernas, go.
Ready?
Autonomía. Las tropas peleadas con los atacados, cansados todos, por esos temas socialdemócratas y comunistas, todas esas amistades. La bandera de ustedes. hoy por hoy seguimos viviendo. You guys got a lot of pollution around here, right? Smog, mucho humo. No se puede respirar. We want to thank everybody for not smoking in here. Nice. Thank you so much. It's very hard. C90. This is about that, not being able to breathe. We drove in and we couldn't see the city. We're like, what the fuck? Se la comió un monstruo. C90, joven, por favor. Ok, dale, el contrato.
The camera over there.
It's gonna explode!
It is.
Let's all stare at the guy in the camera.
El contrato. next song, yeah, that last song was about selling out. It seems there's a lot of big companies right now who are interested in punk en español, and everybody wants to sign bands, and everybody has a dream that they're gonna become the next big thing and sell a lot of things. And the truth is, I don't want to spend much time here explaining why, but you gotta think twice before you deal with them, because it's dealing with the devil, and all they care is about your money, and all they want is your complacence, your silence. ¿Por qué? No? ¿Cuál? Oh, Cartolandia. Ooh, sorry. This next song is called Cartolandia. Most of you know, like in Latin America, when people take over the land, right, and they make these huts, right? In Colombia, they're called tugurios. You know, they have like cardboard walls and zinc roofs. Most of us have seen it, right? There are a lot of Mexico, a lot of Colombia, where I'm from. There's a lot of them in Brazil. They're called favelas. They're tugurios, pueblos jóvenes in Peru, and cabañas in El Salvador. And it's rough living. You got no water, you got no electricity, right? And got no shit, that's right. And the police comes and kicks you out because the land belongs to some fucking landlord, right? And and although that happens, the children who grow up, those little children who have to play in dirty water, you know, aguas negras, donde juegan los niños en los tugurios, en las cabañas, and sueñan de un día ir al norte y ir al lugar donde todo está bien, Disneylandia, right? Everybody grows up thinking, we're gonna go one day to Disneyland, where everything is wonderful, and a mouse plays with you instead of the rats they have to run away from, and people have food, and every half hour a parade goes by, and everything's great, except that they get here and they're called wetbacks, and they want to kick them out and treat them like dirt. So Cartolandia. Yeah, it's not Disneyland, it's Cartolandia. Dale? ¿Por qué? Lo que es natural. Lo que es natural. People tell you what is natural and what is not. lo que es natural y lo que no es. Y a nadie le importa lo que uno haga con su vida. No lo pongas enfrente del parlante. No importa lo que uno haga con su propia vida, porque siempre habrá alguien que le diga a uno que no es natural. There'll always be somebody to tell you that what you're doing with your life is not natural. Whether it be because you're in a punk band, whether it be because you decide to take political issues, whether it be because you discover that your sexual identity is different than most people's. Lo que es natural. A lot of political groups, even the progressive ones, have turned their backs on people because they are women or because they are gay or lesbian. And the truth is, as long as there is one person who's oppressed, we're all gonna be fought. So it's a question of solidarity and responsibility. Slaves.
This is our high devotion.
This next song is called Yo No Quiero Ir. It's about one of the reasons why I left the country where I come from. The army decided they had plans for me. I decided otherwise, and I split. And I guess he goes dedicated to, we have a third singer, tenemos otro cantante que no está acá, se llama Milcar, él es de Guerrero en México, y no pudo venir, so I guess we gotta have a second to think about him because he's back at work, at home, working his ass off because he has to send money to his family, and I wish Milcar was here. He's the third singer of our band, but he couldn't make it. Anyway, yo no quiero ir. That's our last song. Thank you so much for everything. We have a new CD out, has a lot of new stuff and a lot of the old stuff. And I just want to let everybody know that every night we notice the same thing is we play with a bunch of bands, and all the bands are a bunch of guys here jumping around with guitars and screaming. And it's too bad there's no more women involved in the bands. And it's not normal and it's not okay. And it's just unbalanced, it's like this. And I wish it was different. I just don't have the answer for it. Just something that I would like to point out because we have come to see this as normal, and it's not. And we all wear the patches, and we all wear the shirts, and we all scream the political slogans. And unless we really organize and we really do something, all this means shit. It means nothing but noise. So just think about it. We have books and pamphlets, and I bet people around here, I saw the flyers. If you're not involved with something or you don't know what's going on, pick up a couple flyers, get involved. Otherwise, shit ain't gonna change, and the system is gonna keep fucking you over because we all let him. It's a question of getting organized and fighting back. Gracias. Hay letras y volantes y cosas más. And if you happen to be of the English language speaking person, we do have translations for your convenience. They will be on the table for you.